Hey, it's BGV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Oblivion on the hardest difficulty, which so far is going pretty well. It's mainly just, keeping your spacing and using your conjuration. Now, we will most likely eventually have to shift. There are a couple of ways to do it, which I don't think involve melee at all, which is kind of funny. I mean, I guess you could do melee with a certain route, but all three kind of strategies revolve around magic mostly. Ooh. So yeah, anyways, we're going to be using conjuration for a while, but I think we will eventually have to switch it up. So, through steady practice, you've discovered more creatures to summon from the plains of Oblivion. You are now an expert in conjuration magic and can cast expert-level conjuration spells. Always really hated how this was done, because in Skyrim, obviously, as you level up, you choose perks, and it's really nice. But in Oblivion, you get a perk at every 25, 50, 75, 100 skill points, right? But with the magic schools, which are like, what, 6 or 7 out of the, major, out of all the skills, like magic takes up 6 or 7, whatever. Yeah, you just get to cast, like, the next level. It's so lame. I wish that, your conjuration spells have 50 plus HP or something. Just have a little, switch it up. Because, like, if you're using a bow, you get, like, different abilities and stuff. So I wish magic had a little extra oomph with the perks. But anyways, all right, we are doing the recommendation quest. We did the Skingrad one successfully. However, I'm going to go... Yeah, I know I haven't found it yet. I'm just trying to put it like a thing. Yeah. I'm going to go to Shadeleaf Copse in order to get some Nerd Root. Now, the thing is, I don't think Nerd Root will regenerate. I think Nerd Root, like, once you pick up a Nerd Root, it's done. There's a wolf right there. I think it's done, but I could be wrong. In which case, if we do go to Shadeleaf Copse, get the Nerd Root, wait until they regenerate, it'd be good to get them early. Plus, Shadewood Copse is kind of just a cool little zone to go to. Also, as soon as we can make our own magic, we really want to do a buff spell to increase our speed, which is something I really love about Oblivion is, yeah, you can make your own spells, but also you can basically do whatever you want. You can breathe water, you can open locks, you can increase your attributes to, like, get faster or jump higher. Very cool. Would have loved Skyrim to be kind of designed that way, but I also think they designed it to be very, like, regimented, grounded more so. That you could tell there's not really... It's not designed in a way where you're supposed to be kind of utilizing acrobatics and stuff. But... hopefully, for the Elder Scrolls 6, we'll get that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to probably continue the vibe of Skyrim and not have, like, levitation potions like in Morrowind or the ability to jump higher like in Oblivion. I don't think they're going to do that. But I would like it. I like, feeling your actual dexterity and agility, like, change. It's fun. I've reached the Shadeleaf Copse. I can now begin my search for the Nerd Root. For the Nerd Root. Something is chasing me. And it's that wolf right there. Alright, so we're going to resummon Crypt, our new Zombino. And then we're going to deal some teamwork. Great job, Crypt. You're doing some big boy damage. Alright, so ironically, I think Shadewood Copse literally gets you, like, 3 Nerd Root, which is laughably bad compared to, like, how many you'll ultimately need. Literally a drop in the ocean, which is funny because, yeah, Cinderion's like, oh, go to Shadeleaf Copse, you'll find so many Nerd Root. Not really. You get 3 out of, again, like 90 or 110 or something like that. Quite a lot. So there we go. We got the 3 Nerd Root. Big whoop. Big whoop. Wow. I'm so excited. All right, so now we will continue on our Magician's Quest. We could also do Paranoia, though. That would be fun. It would kind of break up the Mages Guild. Yeah, I think we could do it. This definitely does not feel like the last time I attempted to try and 100% or try to beat this game on the hardest difficulty, which I was not prepared for at all. It does not rival that where I was just, like, completely in over my head. We're doing actually pretty well so far. So, Paranoia. I met a mysterious wood elf named Glarthir in Skingrad who asked me to meet him behind the Great Chapel at midnight tonight. He wouldn't tell me what it was about, but promised to make it worth my while. Okay, so, is that not activated? Active quest Paranoia. Well, that's weird. And then we met Dion, who, was the captain of the Skingrad Guard, who is telling us to report Glarthir to the Skingrad Guard if he does anything weird. So this quest, like I said, is very interesting. There's a lot of kind of ways that you could do this quest, and we'll try to basically roleplay, whenever it comes to a situation like this, where we kind of have choices, which are not too often in Oblivion. In the Elder Scrolls in general, you don't typically have a lot of choices. Sometimes you do. Just kind of depends. Okay, yeah, Conjuration's increasing so fast. What the heck? It does kind of feel like our skills are increasing faster, but I don't believe that that is a thing. I could be wrong. Maybe it is. I don't know. Also, where's the chapel? That zombie kind of scared me when I looked back there for a second. I think I see the chapel directly in front, so we got to wait until midnight.
How do you do?
How do you do? Also, comment question comes from Desu from our Discord, who asks, if you could choose how many years you would live, what number would you choose? Would you choose 999,000 and basically be immortal, or choose something more close to home, like 200 years in an extra lifetime or so, basically? Age slows to match the new level, so you'd start looking old around 140 to 150 years or so. Quite the interesting question. I love hypotheticals, like I said. If anybody wants to join our Discord, link is in the description. Feel free to post a question, the video questions, and I will get to it. Okay, so 10 should be midnight, right? 2 p.m., 12 would be 2 a.m., and then 10 would be, midnight. Tough question. I have always maintained I would love to be immortal, and that's probably a younger man's way of thinking, right? Because ultimately, yes, immortality does come with a lot of negatives, such as everybody you ever knew and loved, you would see them pass before your very eyes, and it would be quite sad, and that would probably be the worst thing about it. Also, if obviously the world, keeps getting more vitriolic and stuff like that, then you might not want to really live in that world for as long as you could. And then I'm always scared of like a meteor hitting the earth or something, and then you're immortal, you can't die, so you're just floating in space forever, which would be genuinely like a horrific fate. So it's a tough question. It's not as easy as you might think.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you? Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukotti selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
What the heck is a Marukotti selective? Typically, like, if it's like some sort of Elder Scrolls lore thing, I'll at least go, oh yeah, that thing. I don't know what that is. I feel like that's the only time that's ever referenced. Somebody in the comments, let me know. Sure, I'll help you.
Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me.
This guy's such an amazing voice actor. This is the guy, right? This is, yeah, it should be. This is the guy who voices Butch in Fallout 3, which is crazy because Butch sounds so different, but you can really kind of hear it a little bit with the male elves. I think it's him, unless I'm just wrong. But Butch voices a lot of, like, the Adoring Fan, for instance, in Oblivion especially. But he's got that way of talking. He just kind of does that thing. It's so perfect. I love what he was just like, never contact me. Anyways, great voice actor. Tell me more about Bernadette Penniless.
Her house is almost directly across the street from mine, southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Ooh. So Oblivion's weird. Sometimes, like, so for instance, Glarthir is obviously a character, but sometimes you'll like click Skingrad and it'll just be it'll just default to like male elf saying Skingrad, if that makes sense. So I don't know if this is going to be in Glarthir's character or not. Tell me what you know about Skingrad.
There's so much I could tell you. So many secrets. But then you'd be in danger too. It's best if we're not seen talking.
Yeah, so he does answer in character. Very interesting.
Remember, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
For sure. Okay, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. He said out front of his house, and don't ever talk to him. I think if you do talk to him, he freaks out.
You smell of death. Been conjuring up dead things.
Oh, and there's Dion. So we could actually rat to Dion if we wanted to, which I don't think is the most satisfying way to end this quest. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but I think we do want to just kind of help out Glarthir here. So we need to wait at 6 a.m. at his particular house. And I think that green thing over there is probably the captain, maybe, so we could go rat on him. So I think we're wanting to go to where this red marker is. That should probably be Glarthir's house right here. Oh, that's Bernadette Penniless's house with an average log. Okay, so we said Bernadette was close. Oh, there's Glarthir. Man, Glarthir has such a nice house, too. Like, that's some prime real estate. Man, oh, man. And, you know, this quest is funny, right? Like, when you first experience it, it's obviously, like, a really funny, interesting quest. But the thing is, like, he basically has paranoid schizophrenia, right? Which is really kind of sad, ultimately. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how this quest plays out. I mean, I think he definitely does, but maybe there's an element that I'm forgetting. Glarthir believes that Bernadette Penniless is following him. I need to be outside his house at 6 a.m. and see what she does. He will then meet me behind the Great Chapel at midnight to get my report. If I remember correctly, you don't even need to do anything, really. I think you just... I don't remember how this quest exactly goes, because, like, we can obviously follow her. I think she works at the chapel, or where does she work? He might have said that. Yeah, I don't think you need to even do anything. I think you can literally, like, watch them for, like, a second and then just go report. And I think you can also lie to Glarthir, too. So, again, just a lot of different ways to do this. Did it say we can't alert her? Yeah, so we don't even need to, like, you know, tail her like it's L.A. Noire or something. Also, so every town has a chapel. We have the Altar of the Nine. Rejoice through faith, your afflictions are banished. Which is basically like the little shrines in Skyrim. Although, if you commit crimes, it will be very hard to trigger that, actually, which kind of sucks.
Yes?
Okay, so I think we pretty much, yeah, watched her. I mean, we can keep watching her. Also, I just noticed these stained glass windows. Julianos, Akatosh. I never have noticed this before. RK.
It's you.
And they're all, like, different colors, too. Debella, and then we've got Stendar, who gets the prime real estate, even though I don't think he's particularly special. Talos is the one that kind of gets the most love, I feel like. Zenithar and Mara and Kinnereth. I don't think I've ever noticed. God, they're so pretty too. I feel like, yeah, Oblivion's really colorful, you know, compared to like Skyrim, which some people give Skyrim crap for, but again, it's like, bro, you're in a Nordic, you know, tundra. What the heck? What are you gonna do? I think they did the best that they could, personally, in terms of like varying up the visuals, right? At least that's what I say.
Good morning.
Anyways, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any quest update. I think we literally just need to go and meet Glarthir, and it should be fine. So, he will meet me behind the Great Chapel at midnight. Once again, at midnight. So 12 hours would be 7:41 p.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, like I said, you always kind of want to wait after. So if you can wait until, like, 12:40, it's better than waiting at like 11:40. Typically, not always. Anyways, to answer Desu's question, how long would I want to live? That's a tough question, man. That is a tough question. I'll say this. If I could achieve immortality and, you know, there was some sort of guarantee, which obviously is like muddying the waters, like that the world would not literally get destroyed and then I'd just be floating in the wilds of space forever, then I'd probably just want to be immortal. I mean, I genuinely think it'd be amazing to like live forever and learn basically every skill under the sun and meet so many people and all that sort of thing. I think that would be amazing. Like, I definitely think I would go for that if I had a guarantee. Now, if I didn't have a guarantee, yeah, that's a much tougher question. I probably would just... Man, I probably would just go for the standard 100 years then, ultimately. Yeah, because if there's no guarantee, that would be my number one worry, would just be, like, the world getting destroyed, and then if I can't die, then I'm just, like, trapped in space for forever. Or just there's a nuclear apocalypse or something, and I'm just, like, out wandering the wastes, like, in Fallout, but there's just literally nobody to even talk to. That would be horrendous, and I would definitely want to avoid that.
So, you saw Bernadette penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she?
Now, this is what's interesting. So you can say I have nothing to report yet, and then I guess you just go back and you can kind of watch her more. You were right. She is following you. She wasn't watching or following you. So the thing is, I think if you play into his paranoid schizophrenia, it's like, it works out the best for you, but it is straight up lying. So as far as roleplay goes, I'm going to say, she didn't look like she was watching or following you, to be quite honest.
Really? That is surprising. I was sure she was watching me.
What about the reward you promised? You said lots of gold, if you remember.
Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate.
150 gold, which is not bad for basically doing nothing. What else would you want me to do?
Toutius Sextius. Do you know him? A quiet fellow. Appears harmless enough. But I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head. Always seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report.
See what he does when he's not, but if he's not watching you, he's probably not. I mean, I guess he's saying maybe if he's writing a report or something. Anything else about Bernadette? Does she seem innocent in all this?
I still can hardly believe she wasn't watching me. But it is a relief to be able to finally stop worrying about her.
Oh, okay. So yeah, at least we're alleviating his mind, I guess. Any more information about Toutius Sextius?
He lives in the large house between the Low Gate and the East Bridge. Alone. Suspicious, don't you think?
Absolutely. Who could be alone in this world? Yes, that's very suspicious indeed.
Don't let Toutius Sextius catch you following him. He's much more dangerous than he looks.
Absolutely, my friend. Thank you for the word of warning. Okay, so we need to go follow Toutius Sextius, another suspected member of the conspiracy against him. Glarthir said that if I waited outside his house this morning, I would see Toutius following him, and then could find out who Toutius was reporting to. Okay, so what is the morning? I mean, really, the morning could mean literally anything. 12:51, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, yeah, as I've said, like, in the olden days, man, I used to wake up, like, 10 a.m. to noon. Oh, my God, this was a long time ago, probably, like, 10, 15 years ago, whatever. Now, I am waking up insanely early at a time like I never thought I would ever wake up. I never considered myself a morning person, ever. I always thought, like, there's no way in heck I am ever being a morning person, and now I'm waking up so early, and it's so nice. I love it. It's like you just wake up, you get right to it. You have so much more time for stuff, and it's like, it's just better than, like, waking up later, because, I don't know, you can go to bed later if you want, but still, if you wake up at that early time, you still have that entire chunk of the day to get stuff done. I know it sounds obvious, but I just never really lived like that until, I guess, the past year or so. Okay, so here's Toutius Sextius's house. So, yeah, I don't know what the morning means. This quest is very weird because there's kind of like an ulterior thing going on here. So we'll wait an hour and see if he pops outside. Looks like he's still inside. Now, it didn't say to break into his house, right? If I waited outside, it says wait outside this morning. Okay, so we're just going to keep waiting in hour increments, because, again, the morning could mean anything. Let's see. He's still... anyways, a lovely day. The rain really brings out the mortar on the walls of these buildings here. Okay, now what are you up to, Toutius Sextius? So yeah, if we talk to Glarthir, I'm not going to do it simply because I don't want it to ruin anything. There's Glarthir right there. I think he does genuinely freak out. He says something like, "Not in public," or something like that. I could be wrong. But yes. Oh, wow. The view of the bridge, which is why I'm here. So beautiful. So beautiful on this dreary day. Not dreary. I mean, I'm staying positive. It's a wonderful day. Honestly, the world needs rain, you know. The world absolutely needs rain. Look at this foliage and these rocks. Beautiful structures, honestly. The fact that we have man-made wonders, but also nature-made wonders. Such a interesting time to live. Okay, actually, out of the character, I don't know what he does. I don't know where Toutius Sextius is going. I mean, he's definitely... Yeah, I guess he could be reporting to somebody. I mean, to be quite honest, there's nothing he does. I think he may just be going for, like, a walk. I'm pretty sure if we follow him, we're not going to find anything. So just to save time, I think we'll go back to Skingrad here. You may be noticing a bit of a trend. Right, and there's Mr. Glarthir again, who may say something when we're like close to him too. Anyways, again, as far as the comment question of the episode goes, yeah, I'm gonna say I know it's the boring answer, but I probably would most likely just live a normal life, you know, a good, healthy, normal human age, whatever that is, 90 years old. Because, you know, if we start involving other aspects, such as being guaranteed that the world would not get destroyed or something, it feels kind of cheating. Once we get to that point. So yeah, I would not risk it, basically. I would not want to risk. Now, if you're saying, like, okay, you'll be immortal, but, you know, if you get hit by a nuke, you will die. Okay, that's different, but still, it's like, I don't know. If I had a guarantee, I would go for the immortality. But outside of that, yeah, I probably would just stick to a normal lifetime. When I was younger, I definitely would, like, think differently. But now it's like, you know, you live 100 years. I do feel like humans honestly should live longer. 100 years does feel incredibly short for a species that is, you know, as sentient as us and that can have the capacity for so many experiences and growth. I do think 100 years is definitely, like, too short. Okay, that'll be 10 p.m., 11, 12. So, yeah, I mean, ideally, I guess 200 to 300 years feels like, okay, that's probably, like, you can experience pretty much everything you want to. Kind of like the lifespan of an elf or something. But, yeah, I'm going to go for, like, 90 years total. 95, maybe, something like that. Which I know is the boring answer. But let me know in the comment section below what you would do if you could choose how long you could live.
Tell me what you learned about Toutius Sextius.
Well, my God, he's spying on you. He's not watching you. Yeah, I think he's not watching him, right? Ultimately. Toutius Sextius is not watching you. At least he did not seem to be doing so.
Really? So you're saying that neither Bernadette Penniless or Toutius Sextius is part of the conspiracy against me? Hard to believe.
Well, I mean, for there to be a conspiracy against you, we kind of need evidence that there is a conspiracy, which so far we don't really have any. But what about the reward you promised? You did promise a reward, I think.
Yes, the gold that you value so highly. I wonder what price betrayal. Never mind that. Well, we shall see. I do have one more name for you.
Okay, 150 gold, and you can see he's getting a little apprehensive about us now. Also, fun fact, I think Glarthir has, like, maximum disposition towards you, because I guess it makes sense that he would trust you, a random stranger, or whatever the heck. But I do think he has, like, 100, and there's different ways you can, like, manipulate that or something. I think. I could be wrong. What else do you want me to do?
Do you know David Surly? Yes, of the famous Surly Vineyards. pillar of the community, etc. Who would ever suspect him? Perfect cover for the ringleader of the whole conspiracy. He watches my house constantly. You'll see. He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you.
Such a great, voice acting delivery there, man. I love this guy. I want to know more about him. I don't know much about the voice actor that voices the elves and like Butch. Anything else about Toutius?
I was sure he was part of the conspiracy. Sure of it. I guess it just goes to show. Well, we'll see what it goes to show, won't we?
Absolutely. I'm trying to find something, but I just can't. They don't seem to be doing anything. Anything else about Cyrilli?
The Cyrilli house is right next door to mine. A large house with a backyard conveniently located to observe my every move.
Yeah, I think Occam's razor, or if you prefer Mehrunes razor, but really Occam's razor applies here. You know, is it more realistic that Cyrilli kind of installed his house or bought his house specifically to be next to you, or maybe he just lives there? Yeah, no?
Be careful. David Cyrilli is the ringleader. You must not let him catch you watching him.
Absolutely, my friend. I will do my due diligence. These people seem to be quite crafty, I must say. All right, so we got David Cyrilli. Glarthir is one final person for me to investigate. Believes that David Cyrilli is spying on his house. Observe him for a day, then report back to Glarthir at midnight. But again, the thing is, like, if you're doing this for the first time, there's Dion again, so we could rat him out. If you're doing this for the first time, like, you might want to observe him for the day, but spoiler alert, these people are not actually conspiring against Glarthir. They're just going about their day to day. It would be kind of cool if he was right. I kind of like that twist a little more. You know, if, like, Glarthir was actually correct and there was somebody, like, messing with him. That'd be kind of cool. And maybe there is. How does this... Oh, man, how does this quest end? I don't want to spoil it. But there's another factor here. And keep in mind, there's other things that we could do, too. For instance... Okay, we can just walk in here. For instance, we can turn in Glarthir at any time. Okay, our target's in this house, but it's not even illegal. Oh my!
I have things to do. Would you leave now, please?
Okay, what the hell just happened there? What just happened? Okay, so what happened was, like, we were able to walk in, but then for some reason it became locked and we're not able to walk in. And so they, like, ran to me to tell me to get out of their house, which is how, like, you know, Bethesda NPCs work. But that was just very surprising because he just, like, appeared instantly with a hood on, which was intimidating. Man, how long has it been raining for, by the way? I feel like it's been raining for like 1,000 years. Okay, well, we're just gonna chill. I mean, the only thing we could really see on the outside is if he was, like, staring at Glarthir's house. Which, Oblivion does not have working windows, so we know that's not the case. So I guess we'll just post up here for, like, a second. Keep waiting an hour, see if, Cyrilli walks outside maybe at some point. Groklak grows something. Okay, I mean, so far we're just scoping out the joint. Nothing too much happening. 5 p.m. Let's wait till 6 p.m. I mean, that pretty much constitutes a day, right? He's been in his house the entire time. I have done my due diligence, let it be known. We'll wait one more hour. Yep, David Cyrilli, literally inside of his house the entire time. By the way, I was saying, so at any point you can turn in Glarthir, which there's like 3 different times where you could do that, I guess. And then also you can lie to Glarthir and basically tell him they are out to get him, which would be, you know, a more chaotic character. Not really this character here. So I'm curious. I think we're doing it maybe the best way. I mean, being honest is usually rewarded in video games. 9, 10, 11, 12. But not always. Especially Elder Scrolls, like sometimes, yeah, not being honest. You know, Oblivion's very goofy. It's not always like that. Alrighty.
So, what did you discover about the upstanding David Cyrilli?
Well, he's not spying on you. I mean, unless he's looking out his window, but really, that's his right to do so. It's hard to see the direction of his eyes. You understand, Glarthir?
Just as I suspected, they've gotten to you, too. Not one of them involved in the conspiracy, and you expect me to believe that? Now I know for sure that they are all in on it, and therefore they all have to die, starting with you.
No, Glarthir, I thought we were friends. How could you betray me so? I did exactly as you asked. Help me! Help me! Oh my god, his damage is actually significant. Help me! Crypt! I forgot his name for like a second. Help me, Crypt! Get him! He's attacking me! Dion! Dion, gods! Come in! Glarthir's gone crazy! I should have seen it coming! I should have seen it coming! Get him! No, no, no! The zombie... Crypt... Wait, what? Crypt is a good boy! Crypt is a good boy! It's Glarthir that's attacking me! I'll help out, but my fireballs do have an AoE. Which I don't know what that means. They have an area of effect, as it were. Glarthir is dead. My attempts to convince him that there was no conspiracy against him have ended in tragedy. Okay, so we have Glarthir's key, golden lockpicks. What's happening? Okay, so I want my zombie to go away, so I'm just gonna let him, I'm gonna let... Who are they fighting? I'm gonna let my zombie just dissipate, because we're not being attacked here. Is this guy... Look at the arrow. What are you drawing there, brother? I guess he's like a airbender. Great shot. Great shot, man. I'll take that. Who are they fighting? Okay, that's really weird. That's really weird. Huh. Wait, why can't I look at the map? What? Okay, that's super duper bizarre. All right, because there's a thing. So one of the ways that you can do it is you can obviously, like, you know, tell Glarthir, yes, they are after you. And I think eventually... What the heck? So we got these dead... Okay, this is a fine steel bow. I mean, I'll take that, sure. We've got these dead guards, which, by the way, have a silver set, which might actually be worth something. How much is our carry weight? Not too great. But we could at least take the greaves, which are 21 pounds. Oh, my God. The shield, the cuirass, 9 pounds. Let's take the gauntlets, and we'll take the cuirass. Yeah, because we could sell those. And the silver log sword... Yeah, 125, because everything gets cut in half. Basically, if you have something that's valued 125, it's really probably going to be like 60. So they're attacking Captain Dion. What is happening here? Oh.
Yes?
Yes? He's just got an arrow sticking out of his chest. All right, what I'm trying to say here is, so yeah, you can lie to Glarthir, and I think eventually he's like, I knew it! You need to kill these people now. And then you can kind of like... tell on him to the guards that he wants you to kill somebody, and then I think they arrest Glarthir. Or you can just tell the truth, and then Glarthir attacks you. But there's something with Dion, and I don't remember what it is. So let's say, what do you think about Glarthir?
He turned up dead. I guess someone finally got tired of his crazy behavior.
Right. Okay. Know any good rumors?
What can be said about taxes? They're high, but we must pay. At least they are administered efficiently, and the shrinkage is within decent limits.
Right. I mentioned something about taxes, because there's like a tax quest, I think, for the Thieves Guild. And I mentioned something about taxes in like I think the original Oblivion playthrough. And then people always leave comments about that, because I was very young. I probably said something stupid about it. But anyways, okay... Bro, this guy just does not care that he's being attacked in the streets. So yeah, there's something weird with Dion, and I don't remember exactly what it is. What I want to do is save there and then pickpocket him. Does he have some... Okay, well, I don't really know what happens here. I'm going to load this save. Now, The thing is, like, I think we want Dion to be alive because this quest has another part to it, but it also might not depending on what we chose. So where are we right now? We're there. If we take a right, we can go straight to Glarthir's house, who's on kind of the corner. Because we also want to check out Glarthir's house. Man, what is the deal with this? I might have to research this off camera because... yeah, there's something bizarre. And you can tell, like, the guards are attacking Dion, which is very bizarre. Dion came to our rescue to kill Glarthir, but then now the guards are treating it as if, you know, Dion's not a part of the guard faction. So I don't know. I don't know, but we can enter Glarthir's house now with the key that we have. It's a very hard lock outside of that. And then, yeah, let's check out Glarthir's house, because if I remember correctly, there's something very interesting, and it might in fact be right here. Notice the basket is illegal to rifle through. Yeah, so his basket has 800 gold inside of it. So, friendly tip for anybody playing this game. Make sure to enter Glarthir's house and loot that basket. I remember somebody told me about that, like, you know, some Oblivion thing we were doing on stream at some point years and years ago. And that always blew my freaking mind. Like, what the heck? We'll take the calipers as well and the gold. He's got a bunch of skulls. I don't think Glarthir has anything else that's interesting, but we'll definitely check it out, maybe just to get some sort of insight as to what the heck was going on with this guy. Obviously, he's got like 1 million books, too. So he's very well-read, which seems applicable for somebody that's, like, obsessive, you know? But yeah, this quest was always interesting, because as far as I could tell, it's literally just about a guy with, like, paranoid schizophrenia, but I could be wrong. Because of the Dion connection, and I just don't remember. Oh, check this out. Look at this. We have Glarthir's notes. Man, I forgot about this. I fear the conspiracy spreads further than I thought. The supposed stranger in town appears to be involved. It is likely that both Bernadette Pinellas and Toutius Sextius are blameless, but I must not act without proof. I have always held myself to a higher standard than my enemies. The report on David Cirilli will tell the tale. I fear that the end is near, but I will not go down without a fight. They will know that Glarthir at least did not submit to their yoke quietly. Okay, so that was the last note there. Bernadette Pinellas is not involved in the conspiracy, at least so my new acquaintance tells me. I hope it is true, but my instincts are rarely wrong, but I have no reason to suspect treachery yet. The report on Toutius Sextius should help me decide where my new friend's loyalties lie. Man, I forgot that all these get spawned. This is so cool. Good news, I may still have a chance. Found someone to help me today, a stranger who can move freely. Hope to have proof against Bernadette Pinellas by tonight. Mundus. Today I caught Bernadette Pinellas watching me. I have very little doubt now that she is one of them. This saddens me. I had thought her one of the few to show me kindness in this nest of treachery, but now it seems that it was all a lie. Current thoughts on the conspiracy. Marukathi Selectives. What is that? Most likely, ruthless and secretive, I have undoubtedly earned their enmity by my vigilance numerous times. The Blades, supposedly the guardians of the Empire, question. Do they know that I know their dark secret? Everything hinges on that. Mythic Dawn, need to learn more about them? Obscure hints from various sources suggest they could be the most dangerous of the three. Question, why do they want me dead? This guy knows a lot, which yeah, makes sense to the books. Makes sense with the books. The Mythic Dawn is who killed the Emperor. Observation of David Cirilli. Mundus watched him from my upstairs window. He pretends to work, but I can tell that he is really watching my house. Spent several hours whispering to his brother. Could Gaston be involved as well? Turdas followed him to his vineyard. Don't think he saw me. He went off by himself once. Could have been bearing secret evidence. Note, go back tonight and search for this. Could be the break I need to finally learn the truth. Middas, too sick to go out today, but notice him staring at my window. Turdas, searched the vineyard tonight, found nothing, but the ground had clearly been disturbed. He must have learned I was spying on him and removed it. Note, need to find someone from out of town to help me. My movements are too closely watched. Fredas, David watched my house again. He doesn't even try to hide it anymore. They are becoming more brazen now. Think I am as good as caught in their net. I must strike back before it's too late. But are desperate measures called for yet? Do I have enough proof to justify acting? No. But, yeah, with that Dion connection, maybe you did. I don't know. Huh. So, the other thing is, what we really want to do here is we want to... Oh, garlic. Yeah. Yeah. Because garlic you need for a Cure Vampirism quest, and I just could not freaking find it before. Also, we didn't go upstairs yet. So I think what we want to do, too... Now, the guards are trying to kill Dion, and we don't want Dion to die, because there may be something further with this quest. Man, I really have to look it up, because I'm genuinely not remembering what happens. So, we would like to keep Dion alive. Now, when we hovered over Dion... He had a circular icon, which means he can be killed. If they have a crown icon, they are... What's the word? They are essential. And then you cannot kill NPCs that are essential, because obviously we just kind of ruined the whole game. Oh, he's a very hard cupboard, which means there's definitely something special in here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, yeah. Basically, I think we want to travel out of Skingrad as quickly as possible. And that is to keep Dion alive, basically. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Whew. Very hard locks are always scary. Fine iron mace, iron battle axe, iron dagger. Huh. So it's just like random weapons here. They're not really even worth the amount of carry weight. Also, I'm going to take a yarn. You do need yarn for a specific Daedric quest offering, because Oblivion has offerings for Daedric quests where you need to find like certain items before you can start them. Repair hammers are always good, and we'll take the paintbrush as well. We've got his big chest with literally broom and yarn. Better store that in the chest. Absolutely. And we'll take all of his gold too, even though we took 800 of his gold. So yeah, what I'm trying to say here is we want to travel immediately out of Skingrad, because if that does stop them from attacking Dion, that might be good, because Dion has the circular icon, which means he can be killed. They will literally kill him. And then we won't get to see whatever the heck happens after, because there should be something that happens after, but it also might just be if you do the quest in a specific way. I don't know. I'm going to look up this quest because I'm genuinely like very interested as to all the avenues that can happen. Okay, security skill increased as well. Steel mace. So yeah, he's got a ton of like... He is prepared for battle. He's even got a battle axe near his bed here. All right, well, rest in peace, Glarthir. It was pretty much always going to end that way, I'm afraid. All right, so let's immediately get out of here. And I think the next Mages Guild recommendation we will do will be Anvil. Anvil's a really interesting, fun one. I like Anvil quite a bit, so we will gear up. Oh, what a perfect way to end. This was the guy that I was talking about, Maik the Liar. Whenever you travel outside of a town, you want to see if he's here.
Maik knows much, tells some. Maik knows many things others do not.
I see. So yeah, Maik the Liar is in Skyrim, right? I always forget because it's been honestly so long since I found him. But most people probably know. But if you don't know, Maik the Liar basically says little cheeky comments about the behind the scenes of the Elder Scrolls. He was in Morrowind, right? And I'm pretty sure he's in Skyrim. I'm just forgetting. It's been too long. But yeah, if we say rumors, he should say some funny stuff.
Some people wish to throw their weapons. That seems foolish to Maik. If you hold your weapon, you only need one.
I think that's referencing thrown weapons and like Morrowind, like you can throw ninja stars and stuff. Morrowind has a crazy amount of like interesting weapons.
Some people...
Yeah, so you basically just get one every time you see him pretty much, and then it kind of,
Good day.
you know, repeats as you find him over and over again. So definitely keep an eye out for Mr. Maik the Liar if you're on the outskirts of a major city. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and as much as it pains me because I am loving this series, it is so fun. It's just been a while since I like did Oblivion without rushing the Shivering Isles or just like rushing the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, it's been a while since I just like kind of played it naturally. You know what I mean? So it's so fun because of that. But yeah, we'll end here. As I've said, if you want to get these videos as soon as they're uploaded as opposed to waiting until they're scheduled, you can click join under the video to support and become a member. And also, check out the Patreon. Just added a new perk. It is literally $1, and you get everything, and you can cancel instantly. Link is in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in episode 8. Bye-bye.